Davey, what's up, brother? Yo, man, sorry I had to bail earlier, man. I think you could tell my energy was so off. Erica, what's up, Erica? For the 9-month, baby. We got a baby, 9 months in. Listen, brother, I've just been feeling under the weather, man. The last few days, I've just been so fatigued, man. Today and yesterday, I feel like I'm right on the cusp of getting sick. So I took a little break. Well, I'm back now. I think I'm back now, man. Oh, fuck.
Go to Kettleman. How fortuitous. I actually happen to be on one of the other rocks over here.
It's quite a beautiful
I
place.
just stepped away from the fort.
We left a note there for you. I don't know if you received it.
Yes, I actually had a conversation with Pip and Alice. I believe Cecily was there, and so was Billy Blasters.
Do you mind if I inquire about the topic of conversation?
We spoke a little bit about... I guess there had been a little bit of an incident between Damascus and Pip. But I think we all understand by now that we are all a bunch of bastards, aren't we? Just kind of have a way with words when it comes to each other. But I think...
Is there a problem between Pip and Damascus?
No, I don't think so, ultimately. It's just how they communicate.
What I mean to ask is it all resolved?
I believe so. I went, I extended my hand to Pip, and I told him in all honesty that I don't think there should be ill will. We just have to understand that we are all ordinary bastards. We really are. You have your way, I have mine. I come across a certain way, so do you, so does Pip, so does Damascus. We're not exactly the easiest people to get along with. I think this you can agree with.
That I can agree with. But the good news is with folk like us, what you see is what you get. And I'll always prefer that to some sneaky courtesy that's always masking something right underneath the surface.
Yeah, I'm sure that that's directed at me.
Not at you. Just in general, over the years.
No. Believe me, I completely understand. The other day I mentioned to you the word subterfuge, and I know that must have, just like when I said the thing about the, running this place or whatever it was. I can't honestly remember 100% how I said it or anything, but I know that we have a way with words when it comes to one another. The fact of the matter is,
I didn't mean
I was
him,
a
guys.
little underhanded, but for both of our benefits. As I was telling Pip the other day, when you guys were out there on the beach, who was the first one to run there? It was me who stepped there in the middle.
That it
Or
was.
would you disagree?
No, it was you.
Yeah, and I feel personally that regardless however anybody else wants to perceive it, I didn't want the law just coming here, especially with how they are perceived, to just... How do I say this? They come onto sovereign land and just do as they wish. I don't think that that's necessarily a good thing for me.
I don't think that's
By
a
that
good
same
thing
token-
for you either.
By that same token, on the flip side of it is, they were at a very big disadvantage. They were out there in the open, and you guys were pretty close to the buildings. You had cover. It would have been a massacre, and not in their favor, that's for sure. Again, another thing that doesn't bode well for either one of us. Regardless, when I had that conversation with them afterwards, and I'm being totally frank here, is the same thing that I told Pip. I did tell them about your plan. But it wasn't just that. I gave him a little bit extra. Fact of the matter is, in this part, not entirely aware, but you know how you saw those boxes of dynamite? And I know this upsets you, but understand this. This is the gambit that we have to play. One way or another, they were always going to arrive here. Probably even sooner. It was just fortuitous that at the moment that they arrived, all of us should happen to be almost meeting up at the exact same spot. It's weird how that works sometimes, but that's life. Can't plan for everything. Anyway.
You said that it was going to be a potential bloodbath, not in the law's favor.
Oh, it certainly wasn't.
However, if we did pull the trigger first, which I was very close to doing, the only thing that kept me from it was the rules that you had set for us. Say we had gunned them down. How would that look on Vasquez? Would he have
this
let
is
us...
when I have to question you and basically say, who pulled the trigger first? It all starts with that. Words are one thing, and you can antagonize anybody all you want, whether it be you to them or them to you. But ultimately is who decides to take that first real step. You know what I'm saying?
Oftentimes the person to take the first step is the one that comes out on top.
That's not what I'm asking.
What I mean to say is if they shot first,
well, then you were in all your right for self-defense.
We probably would have went down. But that's
I
neither
think
here
it was
nor...
going to be the other way. Anyway, the thing that I had mentioned before, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I did see your reaction. The reason why I played that card with telling your plan is because, hey, guess what? You know what your profession is? It is a bank robber, and being a damn good one at that. I know this because as I told Pip, whether this is the first time you're hearing about me or not, I've actually known about you for a very long time. My history doesn't start here. It actually goes back quite a many years. Some of it in the crossing. And, well, I kept my head down and low for a long time. I actually saw you on occasion. If I remember correctly, probably a handful of times. I wasn't the way I am now. But I do recall you. I do remember your name. Your outfit was different back then. I remember different people riding with you. That said, I know that you are very resourceful.
This guy's been in the crossing for a long time, guys.
That me telling them that you were going to rob something that was kind of obvious that at some point or another you were going to do it. First off, I don't know when you're going to do it. Or am I wrong? I don't know the hour nor the day. But I told them the extra part, the part that I told you to look at. When I showed you those sticks of dynamite, it said Saint Denis, did it not? And I told you what I did. And I did that to buy some time because I told them that the last thing that they would want is for them to be thinking, oh, this is the same old trick. Fighting against a man who's bested us before with all these bank robberies. But then you having that gambit. Raining hellfire upon them. And probably blowing them to smithereens. Well, I guess a way to level the playing field and at least save my ass on a certain occasion, even though it kind of works to my detriment, is that some of that dynamite is all gone. I think pretty much all of it, if I'm not mistaken. I made sure of it. It was the only way to buy you time, to buy me time, because otherwise, if you manage to get your hands on anything, that makes me complicit. And I don't think you can disagree on that, because then, if for any reason you happen to be here, they're not just coming after you, they're coming after me as well. I don't think you're stupid. I know you realize this. Or do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I overplayed my cards?
I'm having a little bit trouble following, so... The certain incendiaries, your certain wares, the Saint Denis wares, the ones that were labeled as such. When you destroyed them, did you destroy them here or in the presence of certain folk in the crossing?
In the crossing.
And now they believe all of it to be done with?
I don't know if they believe it or not, but I told them that.
You know, when I came here, Vasquez, the idea was to seek asylum. Find comfort here, figure out how this place is run, and carve out a little space for me and mine. We were then going to return and do what Pip said. After which, if I haven't been successful, We were to come back to Guarma and live happily ever after. Obviously, all of these ideas are forced to be delayed. And at the
Are
very
they really forced to be delayed? Think about it. Again, I tell you, these people had a policy that no matter what, they were going to come here and take you, no matter what the cost. In fact, like I was telling Pip, what they really wanted, the ones that came here, probably them specifically, was your damn heads. Do you understand that? I'm not saying that I'm holding it over you or anything like that. I'm just telling you the truth.
Oh,
I saved you from something there. And I think that it worked to both of our favors.
I understand, but my point is, I'm not thinking about that job right now anymore. They came once, they're gonna come again.
Indeed, and that's what I told Pip.
All day I look to the seas and wait for those ships to arrive. And when they do, I wonder how I'm gonna fare, me and mine. I wonder is Vasquez and his militia gonna assist the law already as much as they have? Or more? Or are they gonna...
Have I really assisted them? Think about it. Have I really assisted them? They were still gonna show up here anyway, like I told you. Because you guys didn't exactly make it a secret that this was the place that you were heading towards. You did, after all, in Annisburg, going into a boat, specifically that comes over here, even though it makes certain stops along the way. And this is about as far as it goes. So I don't think that they're stupid enough to think that you would have gone anywhere else. That's just my thought process. And it was only going to be a matter of time. You know, I've had so many conversations recently with all these people, whether it be some of yours or even with some of mine. And I can't help but constantly look out into the ocean because I, too, am thinking about those ships. I, too, am thinking about what they will bring if they decide to come in at full force. I will tell you this. If anything should happen, and they come over here, I've already told my people something very, very simple. We can't interfere. That fight is you and them. Because if I do anything in your favor, guess what? I look bad to them. If I do anything to assist them, well, let's be real here. Let's not mince words. You can get pretty bloodthirsty. And so can yours. It's kind of a reputation that you have. I'm not saying that I have to take everything for its word, but it is true. And like I told Pip, we are a bunch of bastards. We do terrible things. Sometimes because we want to, sometimes because we have to. Sometimes we do take pleasure in it, whether we want to admit it to others or not. And other times we don't. It just is the fact of life.
The first time they came, did you know that they were gonna come?
Like I told Pip, I actually wanted to talk to them. Because the thing that I wanted to avoid was just that. Which is why I got really upset with them. Remember what I keep saying? I've mentioned this various times. I told it to Pip as well, the same thing that I told James Kelly. Think more than the 2 steps in front of you. Look into the future. I'm not saying too far away, but look at the bigger picture. Every single action that you or I or the law takes, even if it seems insignificant, it kind of has a way of trickling and rearing its ugly head later on down the line. Well, regardless, your actions have led them here. I didn't have to call them for that. What I originally wanted to do was seeing if it was possible, of maybe having some kind of talk, seeing if maybe something could be smoothed out. Because at the end of the day, like I told you, and I told them, while you're here and not in the crossing, guess what? You're not giving them any trouble, are you? I'm doing them a favor by you being here. Now, I do understand that there are times when you feel that maybe we've been untowards you or yours. And you know what? That's all right and a fair assessment to make. The same way that you don't like being spoken to in a certain way, well, the same is with us. And I think that's something that we can both agree on.
Do you know when they're gonna return?
That I have no idea. Though, If they showed up, or, again, I don't know if this was the case or not. It's something that actually does bother me. When Monroe was here, when he was on vacation, as he said, perhaps he knew that you were already here, or not. Maybe his boat got here faster and he didn't know any of the situation that was going on. Maybe it could all be a lie. I don't know. But whatever the case might be, I had reached out to him to see what we could figure out. Because I knew that one way or another, at some point, they'd decide to pull off a similar stunt to what they did. Luckily, it didn't result in a bloodbath. But anyway, I did reach out to him to have a line of communications. Nothing more, nothing less. What is their idea of them coming here? Because if their actions were any indication, they stepped in here like if this was a place just like the crossing. It's not. We're thousands of miles away. And their jurisdiction ends on their shores. It doesn't continue here. And I needed to make sure of that. And yet they acted the way they did because they felt that somehow they had authority here. I don't particularly like that.
But they will return.
I don't think that's a surprise for anybody.
They will return with your leave.
What do you mean by my leave? That I give them permission?
That's right.
Well, look at it from my perspective. First off, I don't really know when they'll arrive. Then, number two, what am I actually going to do against the United States Navy? This is not a very developed nation. I could only do so much. What I can promise you is that whatever happens, you've been here a little bit longer. You have the lay of the land. Do you not?
In a way, we do.
In a way, you do. That's more than saying that you don't. So that means that you have an advantage. They're going to come in here fresh. They won't know exactly what's going on. Even though you've been here only a few days, you know just enough. Anything is better than nothing. That gives you an advantage. All I want to make sure of is that the people of Guarma, whether it be the people of Saints Crossing that have come here that have no affiliation either with you or me, but have just decided to make this a place for themselves, I want to keep them safe. And as long as they could see that I'm not picking any sides, well, it helps me out. And then when the time comes, I don't have to say, oh, I chose Jack Kettleman's side, or that I chose the law side. They settled their dispute themselves without my interference. And I think that's more than fair. I also think you're the type of man that likes a challenge. What did I say to you the other day? When your back's against the wall, and you've kind of lost everything, and in a way you kind of have, you're a bit of a disadvantage. There, men like you and I, that's when we are truly free. That's when we truly feel alive. When everything is stacked up against us, that's when the worst and best comes out of us, does it not? I am rather curious whether your creativity, you're known for, and your tenacity will save you once again. You know, Pip and I I think, came to a certain understanding. I feel that we may not necessarily be on the greatest of terms at the moment, but you never know what the future holds.
Say we are creative, say we do have tenacity, and say every deputy that comes here, we execute, we rip open, we leave them bleeding all over this island. Say we then take a ship and go back to the crossing. How would we be welcomed if we ever made our way back?
It all depends on what happens to you when you arrive back at the crossing now, doesn't it? I'm going to be very, very honest with you right now. I believe we all do terrible things at one point or another. I know I certainly have. I wasn't always like this. I know you've done your fair share of terrible things, to an extremity that others might not understand. Based on my past, I do. That doesn't mean it's right, it's just what it is. That being said, the same way that you would probably go to Sisika if they capture you alive, and then you do your penance, you do your time, and if you were to decide to come over here, I'm not going to say I'm going to be there welcoming with the open arms and give you a hug or anything like that. But I will say this. If you did your penance, then who am I to judge? I'll tell you this right now, very few people know this about me. I could have left this island a long, long time ago. But I keep coming back. Every day I leave, every day I return. I'm doing my penance. You're not the only one who's done terrible things. And I'm not talking about just this, my actions that freed the people. There's a hell of a lot more that people don't know. We're terrible men in a world that doesn't necessarily need us, yet here we are.
Okay.
Regardless of whatever happens, Jack, if you do return, how do you think it'll be?
Never with the same advantages.
Things are rarely ever static.
You said yourself that this place is in ruin. I mean, look around. A brutal war just finished. The crossing is full of comfortable folk with comfortable establishments. They got cities like Rhodes. They got metropolises like Saint Denis, Blackwater, even the shithole that is Valentine. You said you've seen me in the crossing before, so I'm sure you're familiar with all of these places.
Indeed, I am.
What does Guarma have to offer to those people? Very little.
And you know what?
Let me tell you though.
I don't necessarily care.
But who?
You want to know why?
But let me.
Because hold on a second. I feel I know what you're getting at, but I think there's an issue, something that seems to be either conflated or confused when it comes to how I feel about this place or the things that go on here. There's some that would say that I want to retain my power and all that, or that this place, for lack of better words, can be a hellhole because of the rubble and the ruins. But let me ask you this.
It's not what I was getting at.
One of my favorite places. And I saw you from a distance once, in the desert.
He's definitely been creeping in the crossing
you feel
for a long
ease
time.
there, don't you?
I do.
Well, I was looking from the Mexico side. I was feeling at ease myself. There's some sort of peace and happiness from places that aren't always developed now, are they?
Well, what I was getting at was something a bit different.
More on the business side of things, I'm sure, and how to develop this place into being a more lively place.
Not at all.
Well, I always keep every option open.
Well, let me give you an option that maybe you fail to consider as much as you should. There is one group of folk to which Guarma is of interest, to which Guarma is appealing. There is one group of folk and one type of people to which Guarma offers something that the rest of the crossing doesn't. And that's respite and peace from the law.
Oh, I am very well aware.
I'm talking about folk of my ilk. I have a strong intuition that the future of this place, the success of this place, the need for this place to prosper, that's gonna rest on the shoulders, not of the good folk, but of my ilk.
And while there is merit to your thought, history has shown otherwise.
Were you
It
not
just
yourself a
changes a little
smuggler
bit.
who freed this place?
Ah, but I was a smuggler, not of, Do you know what I smuggled?
Braziers.
No. It's probably more of your thing. I heard something about a chastity belt and a melted down key or something something to that effect, I think.
I think that's what
Your
you were
humor does
smuggling.
not, well, smuggled a lot of things.
Fucking Bailey, man.
Regardless, it was food. It was, things of the medical nature. It wasn't what most people want to do, which is money, gems. No. What it was things to help the people. Maybe not here,
People schmeeple, man. Fuck the
but certain
people.
places in Mexico that I used to frequent. I always kept my head down because I knew if I brought too much attention to myself, or even something as simple and not necessarily illegal in the crossing, could be seen a certain way in other places. So in that regard, I can't necessarily relate. However, history has shown that even though the criminality of this world changes, you know, we're not the same type of barbarians we used to be as a society. Definitely different. But it is changing, and I am no fool. And there is something to be said about the still pristine places of the world. I would like to see this place develop, but I don't want to see it become a safe haven also for the criminal underbelly of the world. That's not fair for the people that I liberated. They just had that removed. Why would I want to do that to them again? That would be taking away all my promises that I made to them. That's the part that most people fail to understand. It's not about me. It's not what I decide. It's what they decide. It's what they have loved from their home. And because of maybe some selfish endeavor on my end, or thinking that the short-term answer is the right one, that's not for me to decide. That's for them to decide. Make no mistake. I understand what you're saying. But the success of a place isn't on its criminals. What country, what nation, what place do you see that thrives with that? Not a single one.
Every nation.
Oh, every nation has something.
Every nation was built on the folk that went out and seized it. The conquest ethic. That's what governs the whole world. It always has.
I see what you're saying.
It always
I would
has.
partially disagree.
The future of this place. This is
Jack,
a prediction.
I need you
Call
to
it
understand.
a prophecy. I'm just saying, for your sake and for your island's sake.
Well, by the time that I'm dead and gone, that's when it'll happen, not while I'm here and now. Do you understand that? This is something that I will not change on. I will not budge. That you need to understand. I'm tired of having to hear it from all these different people. One group that tells me this and then one other group that tells me that. Believe me when I say, I understand what you're saying. I am a student of history. But it doesn't always repeat. It certainly rhymes. I'm telling you right now, at least while I'm alive, and I know that that'll give you ideas just by saying that, that this place will not be governed purely by greed of the criminal world. Things will take whatever course they'll take, but it won't be solely by you and it won't be solely by me.
Bailey mentioned to you this chastity belt. I'm sure she also mentioned to you where I've been going and where I've been putting supplies down.
Well, I don't know about the supplies. There you go. I did know about you blowing things up near the capilla, that's for sure.
What I mean to ask is, when those ships arrive, will they be told this information?
I told you I wouldn't interfere. Being told is a sort of interference, I think.
Okay. I'll take you on your word. I was gonna request for a sit-down mediated by you under the supervision of your umbrella between myself and my party and the St. Crossing Sheriff Department, but it seems like the time for that is over with.
It seems like the clock is ticking against both of us, if I'm being honest.
If I make it out alive, if I make it back to the crossing, I'm certain you'll see me and mine again.
Hopefully, remember what I told you last night? I would hope that the experiences forges you into something that puts us a little bit closer on the same train of thought. As much as I hate to admit it, on some level, I do respect not necessarily what you do, but your way of thinking. And I honestly do feel that there's something more to you that you can offer to this world than the things you do now. What got you here is not what will get you to where you need to be. I learned that the hard way. Hopefully you won't have to learn that lesson that same way. And I do mean that. There's enough pain and suffering in this goddamn world. And I do apologize for raising my voice. It's one of those things that it does get to me. People make too many assumptions about how I go about things. I'm pretty sure you understand. I know you said you're not necessarily the leader, but they do carry your name. I consider my militia equal to me, the same way you consider yours equal to yourself. And sometimes people make assumptions about wanting to stay in power to maintain power. I don't think so. At least that's how I've assessed my own situation. At least for me. It's to stay until I've done my task. Until then, I refuse to die. I refuse to give up on the oath that I gave long ago.
Oath to who?
Oh. To certain people. From here and my past. About doing the things that need to be done at the right time. For the betterment of everybody else. Like I said, my history doesn't begin here. I've had an extensive one. I may have been in the shadows for a long time, but that's for a bunch of different reasons. I didn't always spend it on the crossing.
I believe I have some people over there waiting for me.
Then, by all means, you could take your leave. I do appreciate this conversation. I think both of us, might be more on the same page than we realize.
I pray that that is the case. You hold all the
I do
power
too.
here.
Power is overrated, my friend. It's more hindrance than anything else. I'm sure you know this.
Says the man with the power.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Till next time.
Till next time, have a good one.
Really, you had to tell him?
Tell him what?
You know exactly what.
Well, and it should be, and I think that's, if you're going to run a bar that is... Yeah, that's
Come.
the point, right? You want to have something that you can't taste anywhere else. Right?
You told him about the belts?
See?
I'm sure that was very important to the safety of his people. You've seen me moving up and down the island, carrying a bunch of things. I'm sure you've even seen where I've placed these things. Am I right or am I wrong?
I've seen bits and pieces.
What you've seen, have you shared it with anybody that I consider my enemy?
No.
Vasquez talks about certain things that are to happen here, that are going to happen. And at the island, him and his people will take no part in. I imagine this involves you as well. I just want to make sure she's not telling that damn what. I wonder if she's told them, man.
Whatever happens, I have no control over it.
But you have control over what you do.
See?
You've seen certain things that if people put their feet on this island, if you give them that information, it'll be my ruin.
I have no interest in taking sides. What I've seen, I only tell one person. And even then, I don't tell him everything.
But you tell them about chastity belts. You couldn't leave that part out?
It was kind of funny.
You told them about the golden key too?
Yes. Like I said, you were talking very loudly.
No, I was not. I was talking as loud as I am now. You just happened to sneak up on me and not announce yourself.
No, I mean, it sounds like a you problem.
Well, if you had arrived about 15 seconds sooner, it would have been a you problem.
Why?
Well, just because you would have had some imagery in your head that I don't think you would be able to get rid of too fast.
I prefer to go without mental scarring. So you spared me that. Or at least some of it, I assume.
See this as a warning, okay? Don't ever sneak up again, because going forward, the only conversations I'm gonna have are the ones that leave scarring on the brain.
Jesus Christ.
I mean it.
Listen, I really don't need to hear about what kind of weird, freaky things you and your girlfriend are into. You know, not wearing underwear, that kind of thing. I'm just, that's a you thing.
Alice, is Pip around?
No, he's gone to sleep.
Just me and you? What's all that congregation of folk over there looking like they're getting ready to watch a performance?
I don't know, but Debbie showed up and Astrid is back.
Dovey's here?
Question.
Yeah, what is it?
Why does Cicely hate Astrid so much?
Who says she hates her?
She's jealous, that's why.
Who says she hates her? They get along fine.
If you really think that, you're not very observant.
Listen, they got no reason to hate each other, okay? They're good friends. They met each other on the island. Everything is
She
okay.
hates her, Jack.
Yeah, she does. Maybe Alice sees it because, I don't know, I feel like women are better at picking up when other women don't like them.
Obvious.
Yeah. I'm with Alice on this one.
What do you want me to do about it? Maybe they just don't agree on things.
I don't care.
It's not that, it's just... She just struck me as the kind of person who gets along with everybody. Didn't understand why she hated her so much.
Say she does hate her. What is that to me?
I don't know. That's for you to figure out, not for me.
Are you trying to imply something?
Why do you always assume that I'm implying something?
I'm trying to figure out if you're trying to warn me of something because I can't piece it together. If there's
She
something I
did
should...
threaten to stab her.
And cut off her fingers.
Yep.
She did that today?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ceci! 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 Come with me. What did I tell you yesterday?
Don't do anything to get me in trouble.
I told you to get along with Astrid, didn't I?
And I said no.
What are you
Didn't
doing
I?
in public threatening to cut off her fucking appendages?
I wasn't threatening, I was speculating. It's very different.
People are telling me that you're threatening to cut off this woman's appendages. This woman
then
went
they're
today and did a
mishearing.
big favor for me.
And how do you know she did a big favour for you and didn't then also go to the police? Oh, you don't, do you? Oh, well, there we go.
But do you know that?
Well, no, I don't. But you can always be smart and suspect the worst.
Suspect the worst. You know what people tell me about you? That I should suspect the worst. That I've told you way too much. That you have way too much power over me. Because every time in my past, I feel a certain way about somebody. I let them in and they always betray me. Every fucking time. And it's not only me that suffers, but everybody in my outfit suffers. Do you think I heeded those warnings? When they told me to be careful of you, to avoid you?
Well, I don't know.
So I should be concerned about Astrid. How do I know you're not doing the same thing you're accusing her of doing?
When have I had a chance to go off the island, Jack, to betray you?
You don't have to go off the island and betray me. Information is power where we are. Information is power everywhere, and you got a whole bunch of information. At any given moment, you could use that information to my demise.
Well, I guess... if you're really that worried, you should probably, I don't know, get rid of me.
I'm telling you this because I don't know, but I have faith in you. I don't think you would pull that off, but I have faith in that person too. Is there something that I don't know?
What do you mean if there's something you don't know?
Why are you turning your face like that?
Oh, well, you're shouting at me, and I'm not really enjoying it today.
Did you do something that I don't know about?
No, I haven't done anything.
I need all the help I can get on this fucking place. And somebody that's trying to help me, I'm telling you to be nice to, and you're going over there threatening to cut off her fucking limbs.
I haven't said anything to her, and I was speculating. It's very different, Jack.
And then you're telling me not to trust them.
Well, no. Why, what reason has she given you to trust them? All I've ever seen her do is cry to you about one person and then run to the other person that she just cried about and cry to them about you.
That's not true. She ain't cried to nobody about me.
Also, she turned up on the island and told everyone she was my best fucking friend. I
Yeah,
don't know
so
the
what?
woman.
Be her fucking best friend.
No, I refuse. Absolutely not. She's pathetic and I don't want anything to do with her.
She helped me today.
Oh, well, that's nice. I could have helped you, but you didn't want to send me away.
Yeah, that's right, because I wanted you here with me.
Oh, wait, that's right. Because you trust a doctor that you barely know over me. That's fine, that's fine.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, who was going to get into bed with me last night then?
I'm going to bed.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Good night.
I think Astrid and Debbie went to port.
Okay, we'll go find them soon.
Mm-hmm.
You think I didn't send you away because I don't trust you? I wanted you here with me. So I could have you around me. Because I like the way I felt when you were around me. And you take that as a sign of mistrust? I'm not missing anything with that girl not being here. Maybe I would have missed something if you weren't here. I gotta go find this Dovey.
Do you want me to come with you, or
Do you know what she looks like?
Dovey?
That's right.
No. But I know that she's walking around with the other one.
Her name is Astrid. I want you to say it.
Astrid.
Okay.
Do you really like how I make you feel?
No, not anymore. Right now you're pissing me off. You think I loathe myself that much to surround myself with people that I don't like?
I don't know.
Do you loathe yourself so much that you would hang around somebody that loathes himself so much that he would hang around people that he didn't like?
Well, no, I don't know. I mean, no, I wouldn't, usually, but I find myself rather addicted to you, Jack.
Excuse me? Rather
Yes.
what? I didn't hear what you said.
Rather addicted to you.
Too bad the supply is short.
I
There they
suppose
are.
it's probably healthier for me.
Hello there. Jack?
Howdy.
Hello.
Dovey, is that you?
It is. Hi, Jack. How are you enjoying your time in Guarma?
How do you think?
Well, it is a bit of a paradise here, so I would imagine quite well.
It's almost too good to be true, isn't it?
It is a bit picturesque on the saccharine side, not so much on the believable side, honestly.
Will y'all take a walk with me?
Yes.
Come on.
We took a boat ride here anyway, so what's a walk?
I do apologise I wasn't able to find the other one.
Who is the other one?
Deputy Eleanor Kane.
That's right. The other stuff that I asked you, did you make any progress on those things?
Yes.
Okay. Man, it's been back-to-back 6 scenes, man. I just got on and it's back-to-back 6 scenes, man. First with Vasquez. You have any idea where we're going?
Nope.
We're going to a nice dark corner. That way if I slice your throat, no one's gonna find out about it. I'm gonna kill you, and Ceci over here is gonna kill Astrid.
That's unfortunate. I hope we did actually talk.
You think I called you all the way here to talk?
Well, It was what I was told, and Astrid's a good friend, so believed her.
That's what Astrid told you?
Yes,
You trust Astrid's judgment?
I do. We've worked together quite extensively, and I know her to be genuine and truthful.
How long have you known her for?
Only a few months, but you know how time is in a crossing. Feels more like years.
That's right. And when that time is a struggle, it's almost like you live longer.
Mm-hmm.
Just up ahead, there's a clearing. We'll talk over there.
Okay. Do you mind me asking if you have a favorite location so far in Guarma? We've had a bit of time to walk about and have found some really genuinely nice locations.
I got a few favorite locations.
Yeah.
For
That's
different
good.
reasons, by the way.
I would imagine so.
Mine's is a waterfall.
It's quite nice there.
Why the waterfall, huh?
Yeah.
I say it's why the
calm.
waterfall.
Oh, I don't know. I just like it there.
Because of the way it looks.
Yeah.
You see, when I first came here, I was overawed by all the views, all the plant life. Just the sheer beauty of this place because it's so different and novel too. But since being here, I've had some memories and some moments. And the place of those memories and moments are my favorite places.
It's usually what creates a favorite location, isn't it?
That's
Not so
right.
much what it looks like, but the people that you share it with or the memories that you create at those locations.
Depending on what happens in the very near future, this might turn into a very horrible place because of the memories.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
How is Eleanor Kane, first of all?
I barely got to see her over the last week or so.
Why
Once
is that?
briefly for, well, we live very different lives. She, as far as I understand, has been suspended from the sheriff's department.
She was suspended?
Yeah.
Why?
You want to know? Funny you ask. Once you all left on the boat, the law came and grabbed us, and not even that forcefully, just said, all right, you're free now, uncuffed us, and let us walk free. They did have questions for us, but Eleanor was, as you might remember, genuinely unhappy with the situation. With the fact that the law did nothing to try and step in to listen to you and free the three of us. And she punched Boyd Kerrigan right in the face. It was quite the scene.
So she's suspended, why?
Because she punched a superior. Because she fought back.
And what do you do since then?
I was put on mandatory leave from the Department of Health to gather myself and try and find a state of normalcy again. I gave a statement to
Because
my
of what happened in
superiors.
Honestburg that day?
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't so much of the actual situation at hand. It was more so giving a statement because the law did not intervene. And when they gave, we gave our statements, Eleanor and I gave our statements to the law about what had happened. They admitted in not so kind of words that it was a numbers game to them, that they would have rather have apprehended you to save more lives than save ours. They were willing to let us die.
Who did you get that from?
One of the, well, I can't quite remember her name. I think she's a sheriff.
A
She's,
sheriff told you that they were willing to sacrifice you three to apprehend us?
mm-hmm.
Those were her words?
Not exactly. It was more so, you don't know the kind of decisions we had to make. We had some really tough choices. And in the face of several lives versus more, we would have chosen to save more lives than the few. So basically, in their own way, stating that we would have let you die to potentially apprehend Jack and his crew so that it could save lives down the line.
The ends justify the means, don't it?
For them, I guess.
You know, in my line of work, which is not a good line of work, I'll be the first to admit, but it's the life I chose. There's been several times where I've grabbed a person, an innocent person,
Mm-hmm.
and used their life as leverage for my freedom.
Right.
Never once have I had to pull the trigger. Never once I had to raise my hand against the innocent hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Law always played ball, but I think over the years they started to assume that we was bluffing. I always prayed to God that the situation never happened, that I actually would have to call their bluff.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness it never did happen, but it was never closer than that day in Annesburg.
I could tell. I had never been taken hostage before. I don't think you and I have ever truly interacted behind, not much past, I've sewed up James Kelly and all his gunshot wounds more times than I care to admit, and I believe you were present for one of those times, but besides that, we had never interacted before, so I didn't have anything against you at all. I still don't. I know you needed bargaining chips, and I happened to be on that porch when you rode in Strawberry, that's all.
Like I said, I never had to pull the trigger ever, and that was the closest I ever came to doing it.
Mm-hmm.
My heart was breaking for you and Eleanor.
I appreciate that. We were embarrassed by the display that the law had shown us. I said it then, and I'll admit it to anyone who asks about it, that I had more firm ground as a medic and the oath that I have to treat anybody that walks through our doors than the law has to actually protect the citizens at the crossing. It's a really horrifying thing to admit. But I know where I stand. I'll help anyone. I don't quite care who. Everyone's a person, everyone bleeds.
Pip took something off of you that he promised that you would give back.
I got it back.
I was hoping that you would come here in person and he could give it to you hand to hand.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was an option. It was more so I got a strange telegram from a woman saying, "Hi, I have a delivery for you," and then found me, gave me the gun and a note from him. She asked if I wanted to send back a message for him, but I couldn't quite think of anything in immediate nature. He provided his telegram number, and while I understood he was still out here in Guarma, I did send him a reply.
You mean to Pip?
Yes.
Do you have the opportunity to talk to him today?
Briefly, yes.
Okay, I want you to know that you didn't have to say anything. He was just fulfilling his promise that he made to you that day.
My response was also a thank you to that.
I wanted to see with my own eyes that you were okay. I wanted to find out from your own lips what the condition of the crossing was for you and for Eleanor Kane. I'm finding out now that you're out of a job. She's out of work. She's been suspended.
I'm still working. I was just on leave of absence for a couple of days.
Okay.
This horrific uniform is our unofficial uniform, so...
Okay, you look like you do valet parking, you know that?
I know.
That's what I was telling Astrid here.
This was a former senior doctor's request of us to find some sort of a uniform, and it's kind of what they settled on before they retired, so...
And how long do you plan on staying here in Guarma?
I don't know, however long the conversation takes.
The conversation we're having right now?
It is quite nice here. I could see myself vacationing here for sure.
You know, I had certain intention of staying here and making something of myself. But that's all changed considering the recent events that happened. Certain folk coming here to take us dead or alive. The same folk that were trying to stop us from getting here.
Right.
You would think since we're so bad that they would be in peace finally and happy that we're gone.
You would think.
Well, that's not the case.
I'm sorry that it's quite interrupting your plans.
Don't be sorry for me. When I had decided to stay here, I asked Astrid to stay here too. I figured we could build something. It's only recently that they opened the ports in Guarma.
Yeah.
There was a war here, as you can see, with all the ruins around. There's a militia and townsfolk that don't really like outsiders, but they need the outsiders. The fighting has been done. Now it's time for commerce. Now it's time for people to come here and build this place up. And my plans, when I saw Astrid, is we could build something, some sort of facility that she can manage. But that's off the table. As far as this conversation going, well, as far as I'm concerned, it's off the table for me.
I see.
You could stay here. I hope you do. I will say that if you can manage it, to linger here for a few more days, because I sense that a lot of people are going to need some medical assistance soon.
I see.
If not myself, well, then some of the people that are going to be coming here.
We did receive a tip on our medic tip line in regards to the law coming here to try and apprehend you and your crew. Well, this was the few days ago that this occurred, and they asked for medics to be stationed in Saint Denis in the event that either you, your crew, or any of them needed help. So there are people in the crossing willing to help, but I understand that it's a long boat ride, and if someone's bleeding from a gunshot wound, you might not be able to make it all the way over there.
I'm talking about the folk here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those lawmen came, they said they wanted us dead or alive. If they show up again, we're not going to bend over and let them take us. I'm just saying.
I quite understand that.
Will you two be here?
I'll be here.
And what about you, Dovey? Will you be here?
I certainly can be, yes. I hadn't intended on it, but now that I know that this is more or less a request, I can stay.
Only a quick request to carry out your duty. It might not be for me. I might come out of this unscathed. It might be for all your friends from the crossing wearing badges that might come over tomorrow. That might come over the day after tomorrow, but might never come.
The law and the medics and even the rangers are employed by the state, but that doesn't quite make us friends.
Ain't that the truth?
Especially after what happened on Friday, but that's neither here nor there.
If I don't make it out of here, I want you to communicate to Eleanor Kane when you see her. Send her my regards. You know, I told Astrid the first few days she was over here, she was tiptoeing and shivering when me and mine came around. You know, I asked her a question that I'll ask you too. When someone does you harm, do you want to do harm to them back?
I think there's a primal urge to do that, to quite defend yourself and to quite show them just the amount of harm that you've done to them, but it depends on many factors of whether or not you'll follow through.
Well, with me, that urge is very strong, and when someone wrongs me, I aim to even the score. Every time. However, the flip side is also true. When someone does something good to me, it's very important for me to do something good back.
I see.
Not for them, but for myself. If it wasn't for you and Eleanor that day and that gentleman named Angel, I'd probably be in a casket behind bars or in the electric chair by now.
Right.
If we make it out of here, and you see me out west, don't hesitate to ask for anything.
I appreciate that.
If I can deliver, I will, and if I can, I'll tell you so. But there's certain things that me and mine can do and will do that a lot of other folk won't and can't do and won't risk doing. I'm just saying.
I understand.
We're the type of person that you don't want to count an enemy. But on the flip side, we're really good friends to have.
That's what Pip said in his letter.
Is that right? What you see? He took the words out of my mouth. I want you to tell Eleanor Kane the same thing, even though she be a lawman.
I will be sure to pass the message along. No problems there.
Within the next few days, today, tonight, tomorrow, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, where can we find you?
It's a good question. Hey, Astrid, where might you be staying? Because I have a feeling that's where I will be as well.
I'm staying at the doctor's office.
And where might that be?
It's on the southern side, right?
Yeah. The building right above the arena. Well, not right above, but slightly further up the hill.
What if Astrid I was to tell you a location to go and check? A location that if one of mine were injured and hurt, that we would be. A secret location on the island. Would you reveal that information to anybody?
Hopefully just
know.
me.
And would you reveal the information to anybody?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Why would I not be?
Well, because for giving me up, you'd earn a lot of favor with a lot of influential people in the crossing. You'd earn the favor of the marshal, the sheriffs, all their deputies. You could repair the wrongdoing that they perceived that you had done. And you would be able to repay that wrongdoing tenfold.
I've already filed a complaint with the higher-ups in the Department of Health who would be passing that on to law, but God only knows if they're actually going to do anything with that. This is not the first time that they've quite given up actually helping people. So, what's to say that should I, turn you in, which I'm not going to do, but what's to say that I do that and they're not just going to go back on their word? They did that immediately after you left, by the way. Sip and Aurora were holding Eleanor and I up, and they said, we're not gonna arrest you. You could just put your guns down, get your horses and leave. And immediately, as soon as they turned around, that same sheriff that I spoke with, a woman with blonde hair, who wears white and blue, can't remember her name, drew her gun on them and said, that's actually not what we're doing. We're going to arrest you and take you to Sisika. So, their word does not really hold much to me, unfortunately.
And if word gets out that you saved us here on this island, they're gonna ridicule you. They'll write about it in the paper. If you're not already, they'll ostracize you. They'll say the same man that put a gun to her head and they were gonna kill her, which is the truth. We were gonna do that. Just to get away. Now she's over there risking her life to save these same people. She's a fool. She's crazy. She can't think for herself. They'll say all these bad things about you over and over and over again. It'll tarnish your reputation for the rest of your time here in the crossing.
In my years, I've learned to not quite to care about what people think of me. If I thought of that, then I wouldn't even be in the crossing in the first place.
You know, when I first came to this place, I kept thinking it's too good to be true. You seem to be saying all the right things, and it's almost too good to be true. But I want to believe you on account of my life and my family's life might be in your hands tomorrow. You and Astrid's both.
Well, it is my oath as a medic to help no matter what. And if you're asking for help, that's my job, regardless of if I'm in the crossing or not.
How long are you gonna be awake for tonight?
A while.
Astrid, what about you?
Likewise, a while.
I need to think real hard.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need some time to make up my mind.
Of course.
And within the next hour or two, I'll come to you and I'll give you a location.
Okay.
Where do you want us to wait until then?
You tell me.
Well, we can either go up to the doctor's office where we'll be isolated, or we can be at the port where we'll be seen by everyone. But it's a central location.
Do you know where the core is?
The core? No, I'm sorry, I don't.
If you go down to the south side of the island, and you follow the catwalk, it'll lead you to a boat. You'll climb on the boat, and you'll continue on that catwalk. You'll go up the side of the cliff, and you'll get to the core. It's almost like a mini coliseum.
Oh, the arena?
That's right.
Yes, okay, sorry, I didn't know about that name.
Meet me there in an hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
W, I appreciate you coming here.
Yeah. I mostly did it for Astrid, as it was her request, but now that I'm here, I know that this is also for you and your people. And you spared my life that day.
W,
Thanks as well,
don't act like I did you a favor that day.
I know.
I was gonna kill you. I was
still
gonna kill
think
you
about
to
it,
prove a
so
fucking point. Do you understand how close I came to it? The only person you gotta be thanking and being grateful to is Pip.
I am. I know, you were standing right behind me and I could fucking feel the heat of the gun barrel just behind my head. I know.
I'll see you in an hour and a half.
Okay. See you then, I guess.
Yeah.
Come on, sissy.
Jack, do you want the other news from... or later?
Yeah, I'll take it now.
I can walk away if you need me to.
Just give me a moment. That's right.
Yeah.
Ceci, give us some space
Oh,
here.
sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't able to speak to James. He's in Siska. Only just got in, but he's out of contact according to Zip.
Fuck. You spoke to Zip at least?
Yeah, Zip only just got out of Siska today. I was lucky to bump into him in Valentine.
What did he say?
Well, he's been out of communication. He's not really got much news from the crossing, but did have one important bit of information that he wanted me to pass to you. Tommy Two Snakes was in Siska with him, and he said you were the only one currently on his hit list.
Good, fuck him. I ain't worried about him. That's it.
That was all he said, but he's
That's
been
all
in
he
Siska
said.
this entire
How was
time.
Zip? Was he on his feet? Was he strong?
Yeah,
What
he was
about
on his feet
Aurora?
and strong.
Any word from Aurora?
Not directly, but she got out a couple of days before he did, so he was just trying to track her down. When I bumped into her, I didn't get a telegram back from her.
Aurora is free too?
Yes.
Okay. Don't keep your friend waiting too long, okay? In an hour and a half, I'll see you at the arena.
Yes. One more important thing. Annesburg is crawling with law. When I got off the boat, I was challenged immediately, and when we were waiting to travel over, they challenged us again. They noticed that Dovey was in her, medic's uniform, and they challenged us on a doctor going over there. It's a very risky place, Annesburg.
What did they challenge you about?
They just wanted to make sure that we were going of our own accord, which we said that we were.
Did they search you?
No, they didn't.
Okay. By the way, you look a lot better this way than you did before you left.
Thank you. All right, I'll see you in an hour and a half.
Take care. Tell Ceci
And
to
you.
come up this way.
Yeah.
Yo, guys. I'm telling you, if we didn't have to leave this island, man, we could have really done something special here. Imagine tomorrow we pull a Sam's Club.
I like Dovey.
Come on. Yeah, you need to like the other one too.
No.
You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do right now?
Smash my head against the tree, throw me
Nope.
down a cliff.
Nope.
No. Send me home.
Nope.
Fire a cannon.
Nope.
I don't know.
I want to ride some ass.
Oh,
By the way,
one of Maria's or mine?
you have your own asses.
Well, I have an ass.
You have one ass. I like Maria's ass better.
Oh, wow.
It's more full. It jiggles when it walks.
Oh wait, you can see that
When
through
it
the
moves.
skirt, can you?
The skirt? What are you talking about?
What?
I'm talking about her asses.
Oh, you're
I'm
talking
not
about the
trying to walk where we're
donkey.
going. We're gonna take donkeys. That's right.
You really just don't like walking anywhere, do you, Jack?
Are you crazy? I've been walking more than anybody on this goddamn island put together. You know how many times I went up and down that mountain,
Would you
put in
like
all
me
them
to
fucking
piggyback
boxes
you?
over there?
Your feet might drag on the ground still, but I mean,
No.
I'm sure I can heft your old bones up.
Do you understand why Astrid is so important now? Why W is so important?
Oh, no, I absolutely zoned out. I wasn't paying any attention since Astrid was there.
What is it about her that you don't like? You know, other people have noticed it and are asking me why you hate her guts so much.
I don't know. But people ask me why I love you so much, and I can't really give them an answer to that either.
Yeah, love me. Give me a fucking break.
What do you mean? I mean, it's quite sad to think, but I think I love you with all of my heart. Which is the only reason Astrid is still alive right now.
I don't want to hear about your heart right now. I want to hear about your brain, okay? It's your best asset. I want you to use that brain and give me some advice.
Okay. On.
Law is coming. That's a fact. When they come, one of mine get hurt, and they're gonna need aid. One of mine is already hurt. By default. Pip is down to one lung. He can't walk too far without seeing stars, without stopping to pant for breath. If something happens to them tomorrow, I'm gonna need to get them aid. I'm gonna need to make sure someone's looking after them. I'm wondering if I should tell Astrid and this other doctor a certain location to meet us at. Or to wait for us. That way if any of ours get hurt, we can sneak to that location. But if I did that and they gave up that location, it's a done deal for me and mine. Would you put faith in them?
No, I don't think I would. But I'm also not sure if you have much of another choice. Debbie seems nice, and
60
from what she
months,
said,
brother.
it does sound like she's
60 months, brother.
leaning towards
Thank you.
being more likely to help. And it also depends on how seriously they take the Hippocratic Oath. I am aware of the person that originally trained Astrid, and she would have helped you, so perhaps Astrid will help.
Yeah, who is that?
A lady called, oh shit, I can't remember her name.
It would be a cool way to include them in the roleplay, guys.
I think sadly, right now, it's actually just a case of luck.
What do you mean he booked this flight, guys? Didn't you hear the conversation
Jack,
with...
I think you might have to
with
trust
Vasquez?
them, as much as I hate it. I mean, for Pip's sake.
Didn't you hear Vasquez talk? He was talking almost like it was a certainty, and
But
he
I
was
suppose
telling
also my
us, you know,
question
the
is,
lay of
how
the
much do they
land.
value their jobs? If they get caught helping you, do they not lose their job?
We just have to assume that they're gonna take us, man. I'm sorry, say that again. I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay.
But then say it again.
Oh, what part?
All of it.
Oh, I'm just saying I think that you have to trust them, annoyingly.
Didn't you guys see what Vasquez was talking about? He was talking about us doing our time and coming back. He knows more than he's letting on. I bet he even knows when the law plans on coming. Listen, I'm gonna pay the water bill here, okay?
Oh,
Don't let them get away. Don't let the asses get away. There's 2 for here. 1 for me, 1 for you. Alright, be right back, guys. Take a quick piss. I really hope KG sticks around in Guarma. It's got to come to an end, guys. Come on, grab the ass. Let's go. I'm gonna be a bit quiet on this ride, okay? I'm gonna be in my head for a bit. This way. I wish we could stay too, brother. I do, but we gotta remember that there's also other people invested in the Kettleman arc and catching Jack Kettleman. We've been already on the run for, you know, I think about 2 weeks now. And there's, you know, been lots of law players that are really invested a lot of time in trying to catch us. And, you know, their stories need conclusion too. And sometimes, you know, the conclusion comes by us going to prison so that they can also move on. You know, otherwise people start getting burnt out and kind of overwhelmed and it stops being fun. And we've already had a great time here. We've already had a great time here, and we're gonna make it even, you know, greater with what's to come. Which is okay, man. We want everybody to be enjoying themselves. Guys, why do you think it's not organic, man? Yeah, chat said, but I'm just saying that so you guys don't get too many expectations, you know what I'm saying? And get bummed out when it does come to an end. That's why I'm letting y'all know, so y'all don't get super disappointed, man. Because I do know that you guys have been enjoying it a lot. And all the intrigue that Vasquez has brought. By the way, guys, make sure you let Oso know, man, you know, that what a great job he's doing, because he's so new to roleplay and there's so much pressure on him because every decision he makes sets a precedent in the crossing. If Law raids this place in force, I can't see why anyone would come back. It was the whole promoted reason. Yeah, that's why it was so important the first time for them to get turned back, I think. Because they would have just been, even if you go to Guarma, Law will just show up and take you. Which we don't want, but... You know, I'm cool with it. We're all cool with it. These fucking donkeys, man. I hate the way they sound, guys. Thank you, Zets. Thank God for the donkey. Danny, I was listening to some old Norm stuff. I'm back on the binge. My brother was able to get like a whole discography of almost every appearance on any show, any podcast, and now we're just going down the list. You too, what, Joy? Joy, don't tell me you're a Norm fan, or I will come and kidnap you right now. I don't get Norm jokes. It's okay. It's like you either get it or you don't. And if you get it, it's the greatest thing in the world. And if you don't, that probably just means you're a sane human being. What in the world is this here? I never watched his old I didn't watch his his latest stand-up. This is gonna be a bit controversial, man, to all the Norm enthusiasts. I never loved Norm for his stand-up, even though his stand-up I think is good. I loved him on podcasts and in conversation and as a late night show, like on panel, which I think is an art form in and of itself. You know, the art of getting on stage, telling a joke and trying to get people to laugh is an unbelievable skill to have. But I love comedy and, you know, in a conversational format, as like a show on like as a guest on a late night show, or a guest on a podcast, and just let them express their ideas and be funny that way. And no one was funnier for me than Norm when it comes to that. Because some of the people that I love listening to, I watch their stand-up, I go, yeah, this is cool. But when I hear them on podcasts and that's when they really win me over. It feels inferior and almost outdated, brother. I feel the same way. I've always wanted to do stand-up. That was like a secret dream of mine, but it's almost impossible writing a joke from scratch, man. I got nothing but major respect for people that can pull that off. You know when you rage killed Renee? Everyone in the chat and yourself included didn't think he could be top. Well, here we are. Jack is objectively and in my opinion subjectively a better character. I agree. Realize that how much room you have to grow. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I hear you, Omega. I hear you, brother. But that's all right, man. Like I said, we're all cool with it, man. I'm ready to try something new as well, so it works out perfectly. There could have been many ways to, you know, see this Guarma arc through, and I'm totally fine with what's about to happen. Stand-up is just telling stories. I don't like the storytelling stand-up, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Or I shouldn't say I don't like it. I prefer the joke tellers, I think. I like Rodney Dangerfield's stand-up a lot. For example, I love Don Rickles, man. I can't tell you how many hours of Don Rickles content I've consumed. And it's never his stand-up. It's just him on stage on late night, just, you know, busting people's balls. It's so fucking funny to me. I wrote 1 minute for Kill 20 when they came to Boise 3 years ago, but I didn't get pulled. No! No! No, we lost our donkeys! We lost our asses! Fuck.
That's the last time I follow you.
Darn it, we were so close to. Okay, let's just hope they make their way back here.
That's not what I wanted to do. Pick that back up.
So are you taking like tomorrow is a given loss? No, not necessarily, brother. Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Come on, 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 come on. All right, come take this one while I wrangle the other one. Yes, Danny. Yes, brother. Yes. Take that one. I really like early Louis C.K., man. Early Louis C.K. was great. Early Dave Chappelle was awesome. Alright, I guess that's it. Okay, come this way. We'll just have one. The best, worst Norm Macdonald joke. So I guess no chance of pulling a brother. We might. No, don't. I'm expecting us to go down, man. But they might not get us. We know the lay of the fucking land, man. We know the lay of the land, man. I like early Bill Burr. I'm not really into new Bill Burr. But Bill Burr is great regardless. Bill Burr was what got me into... there's a guy from Boston. Yeah, but colliding neurons. But I'm ready to move on, but... anything could happen tomorrow. We might murk whatever deputies they send here, man. And then I don't know what will happen afterwards. I really don't know, brother. I have no idea. All I know is that Vasquez is telling us that the law is gonna come. Vasquez said, you know the lay of the land, and we're not gonna get involved. So he's basically telling us. He didn't tell me when. And I don't believe him. I don't believe him. He didn't tell me when, and I don't believe him. But I know they're coming. Otherwise, he wouldn't have told me, basically, get ready for a fight. That's what he told us, get ready for a fight. And he said, whenever you do your penance, you can come back here. That's what he said, man.
Everything's still in there?
That's what I'm about to check. That first time when they came, I think it would have been so underwhelming if the Guarma arc got cut short. But already by now, I think it's I'm cool with whatever, man. It would have been a little whack if, you know, because it would have set a bad precedent. Because the idea of coming to a faraway place, you would need the stakes to be so fucking high, you know, in order to do that. Gotta be Friday or something. Weekends gotta have some that spicy RP. 100%, man. Alright, there's supposed to be another box around here somewhere. We'll just have to find out, man. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. It feels like it's gonna be something special. And understand, guys, Vasquez can only do what he's allowed to do. He can't just, you know, he's got to play ball. You understand? Jimmy! What's up, brother? Jimmy holding it down, man, in the crossing. Guys, is there anybody in the crossing who can hold it down better than fucking James Kelly? Kelbert Jones? First of his name? I think that... Did you just put... No, I looked into it. I do think that a lot of cool stuff could have happened up until this point where spies were brought and lawmen came without the badges and we had some back and forth. I think that would have been cool. But we've already pretty much been told by Vasquez, get ready for a fight. Take the fight to the jungle. So we know a fight is coming. Billy Blasters. Marcus, Jabaz. Hell yeah. By the way, notice all of those names are from the West. I'm just saying. Mills Schmills. What's up, brother? Look at this guy. Look at this guy, man. Using his IRL stuff to fucking prioritize over Guarma. How dare he? Motherfucker, you better be on this weekend. I'm not even kidding. You better be on. She's over there. I think this time I'm gonna go to her. She's always came to me. I'm so bad, man, whenever it comes to situational awareness. Why'd you move from here, huh? Why'd you move from here?
Oh, I was just walking around. Why?
Go stand over there again. Don't get that close to the edge. Are you crazy? Come back. Go a little forward. Go stand by those boxes. See, most of the time I'm the one leaving and you're coming to me, but right now I want to come to you.
Oh.
I'm gonna share with you what Vasquez told me, what that bastard told me.
Oh.
Before I do, you're gonna kiss me. Do you always gotta do it with your tongue and everything? Whatever happened to old school kisses? Just a little pick.
I'm sorry, I spent a lot of time in France.
In France, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't want to hear you talking about alluding to kissing any other person, alright?
Oh.
Whether it be in France, Bolivia, Bangladesh, or Beirut.
Jack, do you really think I've kissed anyone other than you?
And you better not have. What do you think Vasquez told me? That was for casings, guys.
I'm not really too sure.
Thank you, Taco. Best show on Twitch. Why don't you use your fucking brain? What do you mean, Yanasha? What do you think we talked about? We were talking about recipes on how to make porridge.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Sometimes sometimes I think you're so intelligent. You know, that's what impressed me first when I met you, that you wanted to be an author. I always dreamed of being an author when I was a kid. I just didn't have the brains or the patience for it. And then sometimes like this, you just surprise me in a bad way.
But Jack, how am I to know what you two were talking about?
Use the motherfucking context clues.
Let me guess. You were saying, are we allowed to fight people when they come to try and take us away? And are you going to help us?
Damn close, good guess. No, he told me something else. That's very similar, however.
Oh?
He told me that I could use the fort when I proposed to you.
Sorry?
He said I can use the fort when I propose to you to toss you in the water.
Oh, okay.
He says it's really tall and there's a lot of rocks near the bottom. That if I ever need to get rid of you, that's the place to do it.
Yes, no, it looks like the perfect place.
Me and him got a lot of understanding with each other these past few days.
Right.
He told me to get ready for a fight. He said that he's not going to intervene.
Wait, he's not going to intervene?
One way or another. I'm sure they know where we're positioned. I'm sure they know I have supplies here. But he said even telling the law would count him as intervening, which he's not going to do. It was almost like he gave his blessing. And I got no choice but to take him on his word right now. The reason I tell you this is because it seems like the law showing up here now is an not an impossibility, the opposite of that, a certainty.
Inevitability.
Inevitability, that's right. It all seems like it's coming to an end too soon, doesn't it?
Well, yes.
Should I put yesterday's tune on again, guys? It was a good tune, man. I'm gonna put it on again. It's like it's her song.
So, you're going to fight the law on this island?
Here and wherever else they follow me. I'm no longer a criminal, sweetheart. I'm at war with the department.
Right. Well, you've got your generals. They're all very competent if one of them's missing a lung.
I believe you never really got to meet and get to know my general.
Oh, do you mean Mills?
That's right. Anytime there's a battle, anytime it's the heat of the moment, everybody's panicking, people are screaming. Bullets are flying, whizzing left and right, bodies are dropping. He always remains ice cold. Ice in his veins at all times.
That's what you're going to need. And whether or not I've met him or not, I trust Alice's judgment in people.
I'm thinking about telling those doctors to wait for me up here. If we end up making it this far. I want you to be there with them. Oh, music's way too loud, guys. I'm sorry, man. Fuck, it was too loud, man. Shit. I don't like this tune. It's not fucking hitting the spot at all.
You want me to be up here with them?
I just want you with them.
You sure you can't use me elsewhere?
Yeah, like where?
I don't know. I might not be great with a gun, but I can throw a knife and shoot an arrow.
Sweetheart, this ain't your battle.
No, but it's yours.
No, Joy, don't be encouraging Annie, okay? When I go tomorrow, when I go the day after tomorrow, when I go the day after tomorrow into battle, whenever it happens, I'll be doing it with my gang. I don't want you picking up a gun, shooting an arrow, throwing any knife in any lawman direction, in anybody's direction that day. And I need you to promise me here and now that that's going to be the case.
I promise I won't do any of those things unless it's to stop them from taking you. If you go down and they try and drag you away whilst you're down, I'm not going to let them.
That's not what I'm asking you to promise me. I'm asking you to promise me that you're going to stay out of it. If
Well,
you
I'm
want to
asking you
help
to
me,
compromise with
if
me.
you want me to, if you want to help me, be up here with the doctors and be with the doctors in case they fall into trouble, in case they start panicking, to have you there.
I mean, I think Billy might be better off for that job.
Billy Blunders, are you crazy? You know how to get here. You've been here several times. I don't know if Astrid knows how to get here. I don't know if that other doctor knows how to get here. I don't know if they're going to get cold feet at the last minute. I don't know if I drag one of my bleeding comrades up here, if there's going to be anybody up here.
Okay, I'll make you that promise then, but you have to make me a promise.
Yeah, what is it?
That the last time I see you won't be just before you go to war.
I don't understand what you mean.
Well, I don't want the last time for me to see you to be you walking off and being taken away, or...
How could I prevent that, sweetheart? They might come right now. Any minute, these ships might arrive. You don't get it when I tell you, sweetheart, that this ain't no longer them coming to apprehend a criminal. I'm at war with the department. This is a gang war. My whole life, all I've ever done is war with motherfuckers in the crossing. That's how I made my name. When I came around, there was one motherfucker named Savin Gummers. They called him the governor. He had 3 gangs ready to do his bidding at any given moment. 3 gangs, do you understand? There's a reason why they called him the governor. I went toe-to-toe with that bastard when I had nobody. For years, I battled with him. Eventually, he raised the white flag like every single one of my enemies. The Del Lobos, the Cuts, the Taipans, most recently the DeCenzos. Back to back to back, if there's one thing I know, then that's a gang war. This right now that I'm in, this right now that me and my outfit are in, this is a gang war. This ain't no criminal trying to evade the law. This is a gang war. The only problem is this gang that we're up against is the strongest that I've ever been up against. This gang got the president on their side, got marshals on their side, got unlimited arms and budget on their side, got person after person after person after person on their side, got Big L and Sissika on their side, got fines and times on their side. They got a fucking navy on their side. That's who I'm up against now. I don't want you getting involved in that, period. That's what this is. Law should be considered we're upholding the law in their territory. They're leaving known killers on the run right now. There is known killers on the run right now that they're turning their back to come get me. To come handle a beef over here. To come to take me dead or alive. This is a gang war and I don't want you in this dirty business. I don't want you picking up a gun and getting involved in this. Period. That's the last thing I need, for you to go down because of me.
What happens if you win?
There is no
fight?
winning. There is. Then it's going to prolong our time together, maybe by another week, another month.
So what you're telling me, Jack, is you're fighting to keep your family alive, but you don't foresee yourself coming out of this on the other side? Well, that's what you're insinuating, is it not? And you just want me out the way so they can't associate me with you after you're gone? Am I correct?
You know the answer to that already. I don't have to tell you. When they come, sweetheart, nothing good's gonna come of it. If I end up making it out, if me and my family end up making it out, it's just gonna delay the inevitable. And when they hit me, then it's gonna be even harder. And the last thing I need is to know that you went down too. That something happened to you. You're not gonna see me around anymore. coming to take me down. They're coming to kill me. This ain't no lawman's doing their job. Fulfilling their oath. They're coming to kill me. They're coming to kill me and mine.
Well, we knew it was going to happen one day.
No, that's the problem. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I thought that I got it all fucking figured out.
And you really don't think there's any other way? You can't use that big, beautiful, scheming brain of yours to find a different option?
Did you say scheming?
Mm-hmm.
I'm all schemed out, sweetheart. There's nowhere for me to go. The only thing left to do is fight. Go down fighting. And take as many of these bastards as I can down with me.
And you're hellbent on not letting me do that with you?
You can't do this with me. It's not your fight. And you don't know what you're getting into. I'm not gonna have you throw away your life for an extra fucking 15 minutes.
Jack, it's my life to throw away.
I don't give a fuck. No, I don't give a fuck. You're not throwing it away. Period.
Why would it be throwing it away, Jack?
Don't you understand? They're coming to take me down. I'm going down.
Yes, I know.
I'm going down, sweetheart. If they don't put a noose around my neck, they're gonna stick me in the fucking chair like they did before. And if that doesn't work, they're gonna put me behind bars, 23-hour lockdown every fucking day for the rest of my life. There's gonna be no more Jack Kettleman going forward. There's gonna be no more Jack Kettleman going forward. Not even halfway across the world on this fucking island do I have any peace. They don't come here to get me. You should have stayed away from me when I told you. Now we wouldn't be having this fucking problem.
Right, well, I guess it's my fault.
You think I enjoy what I'm telling you?
No, I don't think you enjoy
think if there was another way, I wouldn't manage it, I wouldn't do it, I wouldn't have fucking figured out a way by now? Whoever this Vasquez is, they got him by the balls too. The same way he has me and mine by the balls, they got him by the fucking balls. You don't think I want to spend all my time with you? That I would just want to be in peace? Stay here forever? It was dumb of me to allow myself as much as I did with you. Because I knew this day would come.
Well, then why did you?
Because I couldn't help myself, that's why.
Right.
Because you didn't make it easy for me, that's why.
What do you mean I didn't make it easy for you? Jack, it's not like I hunted you down.
I got my best friend's brother My best friend's son. Trying to kill me. My best friend, my brother Baz, together we fucking took over the damn crossing and the whole world if we wanted to. And now I got his son, his only begotten son, coming here to fucking kill me. It's funny how the world works.
I wouldn't call it funny.
I would have laid my life down for Baz. He done laid his life down for me on numerous occasions. When I was at my lowest, captured, dragged through the streets, tortured, he was the first to pick up a shotgun and say, "Where are they?" And now his fucking son's gonna come get me.
Right. Well. I guess I'm going to be up here with two women I don't know. Knowing that I'll probably never see you again. Well, that's marvellous. Since I'm assuming all avenues have been exhausted. Communication's off the table, I suppose.
There ain't no communication, they're out for blood. That's what I was proposing to that bastard Vasquez. He told me instead to get ready for a fight, that's what he told me. Now I gotta expect my best friend's son to come in so I can kill him tomorrow. And for what? Just to stay on the run for a few more days?
You know, long enough to do the big goose egg. I just don't understand how the world has perceived you to be so awful to deserve, I suppose, the fate you're walking into. Honestly, you really only ever seemed like quite a wonderfully kind human being. That's slightly misguided, and maybe done a few bad things. But you're a product of your environment, Jack.
No, I'm
And what
not.
makes them any better?
Don't tell yourself all those lies.
They're not lies.
I've done a lot of bad things to a lot of bad people.
You know, if you'd asked me 2 weeks ago if I thought I'd be here, right now, I'd have laughed. Not the nervous laugh, but, you know, just laughed. And now I'm sat on an island. That I hate, by the way. It's sticky, and the creatures keep biting me. And all I can think is, I can't imagine a life without you. Well, this is really a delightful turn of events, isn't it? What a marvellous story I'm going to be able to write. How long do you think until they'll arrive? Does Vasquez know?
He does,
Since
but
he
he
sent
won't.
for them the first time.
He does, but he won't tell me.
Why won't he tell you?
He says he don't know, but I don't believe him. He knows exactly when they're coming. I bet he knows the date and time too.
What about Bailey? Does she know?
Even if she did, she wouldn't tell me.
She might tell me. I think she understands what it means to love a very scary but powerful man.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, Jack.
I don't want you saying all this nice stuff about me to other people.
Oh, well, heavens, don't worry. I'll make sure I tell them how awful you were, how you threatened to throw me off of the side of a cliff every day.
That's all you're gonna tell them?
Oh, how you wanted to smash my head against walls.
That's right.
And, I most definitely won't mention that. Well, I just won't mention anything nice about you. If you like, I can exaggerate. So you kept me in a cage. Forced me to watch and listen to you and Wes sing Woman in Red. I mean, because that's utter torture, that was.
Leave out the part with the cage.
Leave out the part, the cage.
That's right.
Oh, so you don't want me to make up things, okay.
That was my intention with you initially.
Oh, keep me in a tower. No, it wasn't a tower. It was a
cage.
A cage.
That's right. It got updated since we came here.
Oh, it did?
That's right.
I suppose I should leave out the part where I fell in love then.
Please don't say that stuff to me right now.
What? That despite believing I would probably never feel that way towards someone, I found it within days of arriving in a new land.
I don't want you to tell me that stuff right now.
Right, but you also told me to always be honest with you, Jack.
I don't give a fuck. Don't tell me that stuff right now.
You know what the worst thing about this conversation is, Jack?
Yeah, what's that?
I really want to make a dirty joke, but I can't think of one at all. Really, all I can think of is genuinely about how much I really, truly, and deeply believe that you might be my first and greatest love.
Sweetheart, don't talk like that right now. And if that's how you feel, keep it to yourself.
Why? Why should I keep it to myself?
Because I don't want to know what I'm losing by going down.
Right, well, you're not losing much. Just a ridiculous boot-wearing, lavender-smelling, well, insufferable, I believe it was the first time. woman that you picked up off the side of the road? Who insulted your canyon by accident? Who didn't know where to look with binoculars?
It's funny how fate worked. That day that I met you, the day that we bumped into you, that person we had you looking out for, do you have any idea who that was?
I don't know.
That man was the key to our big job.
Oh, he was?
And it's all tied to this place.
Well, do you know why I was in Saint Denis at that moment by the telegram office?
Why don't you tell me?
I just helped a gentleman rob a train. And we'd gotten separated, so I'd headed back to the telegram office to try and contact him. Actually, when you saw me on the bridge the day after, do you know what I was running from? There'd been a knife fight in the Bastille between, I believe, two different gangs. One of which has recently tried to employ me. But I came to Guarma instead. Or perhaps I'll have some telegrams from them asking where I am.
Tell them you got lost and you found your way again.
Or perhaps I could just tell the truth. Since that's what I've always done.
It sucks that I'm gonna bench my character, man. She won't see Jack for at least a month.
And
at
the
least.
truth is, I disappeared off to yet another country, or another island, chasing after a man I barely knew, just to make sure he hadn't died.
So you did come here for me.
Yes. Nope. As soon as you left, I started getting the money together to come out the next day.
She's so sweet, man.
You know I wouldn't have even known you were out here had I not happened to ride past you on that train station, well, train rail. And then hid in some bushes and watched through some binoculars.
Sweetheart, I forgot those folk are waiting for us. Come on. Mantha, take care. You promise you'll look after those two?
I promise I'll look after them as long as I need to keep you and yours alive.
This is the second ass. Go get the other one. You can't rear them. You can't rear them. Man, to take care. Man, how awesome was it, guys? That was such a cool scene. I almost started tearing up when I was talking about Baz. I'm glad that came to me in that moment. I feel like we haven't been giving enough significance to it being Boyd. We just kind of... I mean, I think we're gonna try, guys. The goal tomorrow, or you know, fucking whenever they come, is to, first of all, you know, just give a satisfying scene. But we're not gonna fucking roll over, man. That's a fact. Come on. It's not just about Jack. It's about Mills, Alice, Pip. It's about Jack's whole family, man. His whole gang, his whole outfit. It's about Caniclo. It's about Wes. You can tell Jack's in his emotions right now because he's not even doing that. I want you to wear dark colors tomorrow, okay? I want you to wear dark colors the day after tomorrow.
Right. Well, I'm gonna have to go shopping then.
You don't have any dark, you don't got a jacket? I don't want you being spotted when you're moving around.
No.
Fuck. Put your jacket on.
What, right now?
That's right, put it on. Alright, that'll do. Okay. You could take it off.
You know, right now all I can think about is tackling you to the ground, tying you up, and taking my wicked weight with you.
Poor Ceci, man.
It's utterly ridiculous, I know.
I wish it didn't have to all end.
Well, Jack, the greatest stories all have endings. You know, I've always said, if you're going to tell a story, tell a big one.
You have anything in your pockets for me to eat?
Mm-hmm. I might have to go via the general store.
These trees have bananas, guys.
Did you need a banana?
I need a few. I need several bananas.
Would you like me to see if I can pick you some?
No, I just want you to walk with me right now. Pick some from this tree. I think the fact that Jack's not really talking right now speaks volumes. Listen, if we can survive and get out tomorrow, if we can survive and get out tomorrow, if we can survive and if we can get out on Saturday, if we can survive and get out on Sunday, the question is, do we go back to the crossing? And if we do, are they going to be waiting for us at the boat? That's the question, guys. Hold on, guys. This fucking music, I'm not liking it. I'm not digging it. You know, sweetheart, even if me and the boys come out on top tomorrow, there's no telling if Vasquez will turn on us. And even if he doesn't, you heard Astrid, they're watching the Annesburg station, they're inspecting people coming and going. It was the same when they put me in Sisika. When I was in Sisika, they shut down all visitations for every prisoner. They removed cigarettes, liquor, everybody that was coming in, even if they had an inkling or some relation to me, they were getting stripped of all their belongings, whether it was illegal, allowed, or not allowed in there. Now it seems like they're doing the same thing to the ports. Sometimes I wish I was the monster these bastards wanted me to be.
Would have made it very much more easy for me. Could you terribly maybe just try and be a bit more of an asshole?
Maybe one day if you're lucky.
Well, I suppose there's no riding off into the sunset for us then.
That ain't altogether a bad thing.
I suppose.
From what I recall, you didn't like sunsets any more than I did.
That's true. Fine. Sailing off under the moonlight.
Sweetheart, you never given me a reason to show you that side of me. But it's there. Trust me, it's there.
No, I know.
I pray that you never give me a reason.
Oh, well, I don't think I'm going to have a chance to. Heavens. You're getting yourself killed long before I have a chance to do it.
Guys, I might play this tomorrow during the battle.
Well, perhaps in another life.
Make sure you guys please hop over to Mugi Cookies and show her some love, man. Tell her that she's been bringing it today, and that I'm just enjoying the RP so much right now, guys. Can we go show her some love, please?
You know, I don't think I'm ever going to love another person after you, Jack.
Please, sweetheart, don't give me this garbage, all right? I don't like hearing those type of things, especially now. Doesn't make me feel good. It has the opposite effect.
Well, it's the truth.
You say that now. But life moves on, sweetheart. You can't spend the rest of your life thinking about a ghost. It'll be hard at first, the first few days, the first few weeks, the first few months. Maybe the first year, the second year. But you'll meet somebody, you'll have to move on. I'll be dead or in a dungeon somewhere. Everybody that I've ever loved has always ended up betraying me. I'm glad at least this time there's not enough time for that to happen.
Well, it's a shame you didn't meet me sooner. I would have liked to have proven you wrong.
You know what my brother Pip told me? He said, Jack, I want you to be happy, but every time you've fallen in love, what have they done? They've gotten so close to you and it went to our enemies. Betrayed us with all the information and all the leverage that they got over us. That's what they told me. And it broke my heart when he said that, because he said, I want you to be happy. You know, he was trying to catch himself. He didn't want to tell me not to get to know you. But I understand his concerns. He's right. You know how much they've suffered because of me, because of my decisions?
I have an inkling of an idea.
Whatever it is 10 times worse than you imagine.
You know, Jack, Alice spoke to me the other day and she asked me, what did I want from you? I think we're both absolutely terrible people that keep forgetting to drink and eat today.
It just doesn't seem like a priority, does it?
It doesn't, no.
Are you
and
thirsty?
I might just... I am very much so, yes.
Alright, come follow me. We're not too far from where we need to be. Come here. I'm gonna be grabbing your ass the whole way, okay? So don't be alarmed.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't have expected anything else. In fact, I would have been entirely disappointed if you didn't.
Just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
I almost feel like I should struggle, but I'm worried you might like it.
Watch yourself, Ceci. Behave yourself. Behave yourself.
Well, I can go back to telling you quite how much I love you if you like.
You know, you're really cruel to tell me that over and over and over again. After I asked you so many times not to.
Jack, I never claimed to be anything but cruel.
Man, you get on my nerves so much sometimes. You can get on my nerves so much sometimes.
What do you mean? It's not my fault you all assumed I was lovely and sweet.
Shut your mouth, would you? Just shut up until we get there and you have your fucking drink.
Why? I'm currently
You
being
better
carried
shut the
on
hell up before
shoulders
I'm
of
gonna
the
put you on my
hungriest
lap and
man in the
I'm gonna spank you if you don't behave yourself.
Oh. Oh no. How
No,
very
you're not gonna
terrible
enjoy
for
it. It's
me.
gonna hurt. No. Okay, it's not what you think. By the way.
Oh, by the way. I see.
How's your head feeling? I was thinking of just dropping you from here. What do you think?
Not sure. Not sure that's quite a big drop for tiny me.
This is the first checkpoint, chat. What's chat talking about? Guys, it's cool if you guys don't like certain POVs, man. Not everybody watches Jack because they don't like Jack. You know, the style of RP isn't for everybody. Vice versa. No one's asking us to bench, guys. We literally do crimes that carry sentences.
You see, I now understand why you didn't mind being carried around by me so much the other day.
Who said I didn't mind? I hated it.
Really?
I
Oh.
absolutely kept tickling my fucking ass cheeks. I did not enjoy it whatsoever. We're gonna be sliding down over here. There's supposed to be a general store really close to where we are. Guys, we did it. We honestly, we did crimes that we have. It's time, man. We have to expect that the law's not gonna try to make an arrest on us. That's such a weird expectation to put on law. Hey, the Kettleman gang did all this crime, but you guys aren't allowed to arrest them. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. God damn it, I missed it. I missed it. It was the other way. I knew I was closer then. All right. All right, we're gonna go sliding together, okay?
Mhm.
Come on.
No, perhaps we should do this again later, but in private.
There is no later, sweetheart.
Oh, heavens, why are they coming for you now?
They could be. We got some business to take care of right now. Where's this fucking general store? Where is this general store? Is that it over there to the left? Where the fuck is this place?
Ow!
Guys, where is this place, man? I'm just gonna mark it on the map. I don't give a damn.
You know, just throw me in the river.
Will you stop giggling at everything? This ain't nothing to giggle about. What do you keep giggling at?
Well,
That I keep grabbing your ass?
maybe.
I'm gonna have to start pinching it so you stop enjoying it so much.
Honestly, I'm just going to enjoy spending time with you, Jack.
All right, it's up there. Whatever we're trying to get to, it's right over here. Here we go. Finally, we're at Eureka, man. Do you have money
do you need anything? I do. Do you need anything?
Yeah, I need you to wriggle free, okay?
Oh.
A lot of people enjoy the Sassy Jack combo. Usually the ladies in the chat are against the relationships, but this one, you guys are surprisingly for it. Why did somebody have to mention fries, man? Now I'm hungry. Because it doesn't give me a headache? Yeah! I like how you get you a coffee, but you don't give me a coffee. You know, I pay attention. I pay attention to these things. Got one for me, my ass. Look, she's about to purchase one right now.
No, look, stand still.
You're supposed to give it to me first before you take it. You know, I pay attention to those things. If you're from highfalutin society, you would have been taught about etiquette. And I don't want these apples. I ain't a fucking horse, all right? We're not on the back of a mountain anymore. If I wasn't thinking about losing you up there, I was going to yell at you for giving me apples. Take them back. I don't need them anymore.
Do you know that they're very good for you, especially at your age?
I ain't a damn horse, okay? I want some steak, by the way.
Oh, you know,
when you drink, I'm gonna teach you something. Where I'm from, whenever you have a coffee, you offer it to everybody else first. You don't just drink coffee in front of people. I'm serious. Come on, those two ladies have been waiting on us for I don't know how many years. We're gonna go and just gonna be two skeletons. Skeleton, I mean.
Skeleton.
That's right, skeleton.
Also, you act like you're the authority on highfalutin society.
Listen, sweetheart, class. I
didn't know you were an old English lord, Jack.
Yeah, can I tell you a secret?
Oh yes, absolutely.
I love everything about old England.
You do you?
Sometimes I used to go to the library and just read about all the families and all the powers, changes. I love everything about the history of that island. By the way, I like the art that came out of it. I like the literature that came out of it.
No, so you're a fan of Wordsworth and Keats?
No, those two I don't know, but if you're recommending them, I might look into it.
Not really. I find them rather boring myself. I'm more of a fan of H.G. Wells.
Never heard of this fella.
Oh, wrote Around the World in 80 Days. It's a fairly new book at the moment. And War of the Worlds.
There was a bit of a meta drop today that Vasquez gave us. I find it
quite funny that you quite like old England. Meanwhile, I've always been quite the fan of anything to do with outlaws. Robin Hood. The Count of Monte Cristo. Oh, Casanova. The Scarlet Pimpernel.
Giacomo. I said Giacomo?
Yes.
Casanova, I mean.
Yes, I said Casanova.
Yeah, that's right. You know about him?
I do know about Casanova.
How much do you know about him?
Well, isn't it well a saying, where you're such a Casanova comes from when you're quite the ladies' man? He was just a massive flirt, really.
He wrote an
Probably
autobiography.
had all manner of STDs.
He wrote an autobiography. Are you familiar with it?
Perhaps not.
It's one of the thickest books you'll ever come across.
It is?
It's big. It's thick.
Fair enough. I don't suppose you've read Don Juan, have you?
No, but what if I were to tell you right now?
Quite similar to Casanova, just more deprived.
Here, come this way. Come this way. I'm actually reading right now the autobiography of Casanova.
Oh.
What if I were to tell you right now I'm going through the autobiography of Casanova? Well, not anymore now that I'm on this island. I'm about halfway. I'm about halfway through.
Are you enjoying it?
I can't sense every time I read it, but to feel a sense of inferiority when I read these people from the past. The way he's able to recall and explain so many things that happened to him from a young age all the way up into his adulthood. That type of memory, that type of intelligence, I just feel like as time goes on, the further we move into the present, and of course as we move into the future, I feel that we're regressing mentally. He recalls so many things that happened to him from 8 years old all the way onward. All the people he met, the conversations they had verbatim. I read that stuff and I become envious. I feel jealous.
Jack, I think you might be underselling yourself.
No, sweetheart, trust me. We're just parodies of the people of old. When I used to read, when I was, I did a lot of reading when I was younger. See, I didn't have a crazy childhood. You said product of the environment. I had a sheltered upbringing.
Oh, well, then we're quite alike.
My mom had me trapped indoors all the time. She was so scared if anything happened to me. I was just forced to do my studies and be a good little boy. So I found solace in books. And till this day, that love hasn't left me. I remember whenever I would read about the life of Socrates, the trial and death of Socrates, which by the way changed my life when I read that. One thing that occurred to me is the whole book is written by one of his students, Plato, who is a witness to everything. But the way he would detail every conversation and the whole events of the trial, it would blow me away. Almost like a stenographer that was present there. The fact that Homer in his Iliad, the whole thing was, not one page of it was written down. It was all relayed word of mouth by memory. Think about that for a second. The whole thing relayed by word of mouth, not one page written down.
Well,
tell me we haven't regressed.
I'm not going to. Jack, I agree with you entirely. Once upon a time, we really did used to have to use our memories to remember everything. So I'm supposing since you've read Plato, have you ever read his works on Atlantis?
I've heard about it.
You know, that's what made me fall in love with the sea. Just how terrifying it really truly could be. Although, in theory, if you think about it, it's probably just a volcano that erupted, but...
That's not what it sounded like, according to him.
Yes,
according
but even
to
he
him,
admitted
he was...
himself it was a work of fiction at one point.
I don't know much about that. I just know that, or I read somewhere that he was quoting an older man that he saw who was relaying information from one of his grandparents who had actually seen it with his own eyes. Are you familiar with that? Maybe you can tell me.
What? About his grandparents seeing
You know,
them?
when I was young, there was a time when I was about 17, 16, 17, 18. I would only read nonfiction. I used to think that if I was going to sit down and invest time reading, I had to read something useful that I can learn something from. Now I don't even want to bother looking at anything that's anything other than fiction. And I found that oftentimes you find more truth in fiction than you can in nonfiction.
I've always believed that if you can dream it, you can essentially create it. The ideas have to come from somewhere, do they not?
You know, there's certain themes like friendship, loyalty, love, loss. They can't really be quantified in nonfiction terms.
Oh no, there's
a lot of truth in the Count of Monte Cristo. The love he had for his father, the love he bore for Mercedes, all the way to the end of her life, to the end of his life, the anger and the vengeance that he kept for other people that betrayed him, never forgetting that, making them pay.
I know, it's really quite a romanticized story of a monster. But gosh, do I love it.
There was only the one thing that he was missing.
What do you believe that to be?
A harem full of sexy ladies.
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose they should have set it in Arabia.
If I end up making it out of here, You're gonna be the first member of this harem of mine.
Oh, I am.
That's
Marvelous.
right. You're gonna have to share it with Astrid.
You know, I might just yeet myself over this cliff right now.
You might just what? What did you say?
Might just launch myself over this cliff right now.
Listen, if you love me, you gotta be prepared to do everything.
I suppose. Gosh, it'd be rather useful if you loved me back. And perhaps then you wouldn't make me do that.
There's only one thing that I love, and that's myself. That's it.
Oh. Well, that's a shame. If that's the case, you won't mind if I die next to you tomorrow. Or
You're
the
not.
next
You're
day,
not fucking
or the
doing
day
that. I don't want
after.
you even joking about that. Don't get on my nerves right now on the eve of fucking something big.
Well, since we've been talking about the Count of Monte Cristo, now all I can think about is that little cave.
How old you say you were?
21.
Guys, is this the most beautiful game that's ever been created? Kari, which one is better? What's up, OPD? I can see that changing your life. I bet the story was very compelling. I remember when I first read the Three Musketeers, it changed my life. When I first read the Count of Monte Cristo, it changed my life, man. Oh, there they are. There they are, the both of them. Come on. And it's because of the story, and I think what he means to say is the story changed his life.
Jack, I don't think we can get to them from this part.
You sure? Mm-hmm. How sure are you?
Well, this takes us down to the little Monte Cristo cave.
And nowhere else?
Nope, and then nowhere else.
Do you know the way to them? Where are you? Where are you? Is that the way down?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. Come on. Guys, how amazing is Mr. Boxhead's work on all of this island, man? I can't overstate. The fuck was that noise?
I thought I was gonna fall off.
I can't overstate how amazing of a job this guy did. Alright, we're alone. I hope you guys weren't waiting too long over here.
No, not at all.
No.
We had a long trek to make.
That's alright.
You remember what we talked about before we left?
Yeah.
Why don't you reiterate what we talked about?
You asked us if somebody of yours was to be hurt and to be brought to a secret location, would we be there to look after them? And would we be able to keep that location a secret?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've had some time to think about what I'm about to ask you to do. Whether I should trust you, put all that faith in you. And I hope that in the meantime, you've also thought about whether you're going to put faith in me. Whether you're really willing to do what I'm about to ask.
Yeah.
You can say no, and I'm not going to be offended. I'm not going to hold it against you. I don't want you to do anything that you don't want to do. Because understand that whatever I'm asking you to do is going to put your body, your name, your reputation in the crosshairs.
Right.
What have you decided?
To help?
That's right.
I'm not going to say that I don't have a choice in this matter and that this line has already been followed, that the path has already been laid, but as I've told Astrid here in our time here in Guarma, that I'm here to ensure both of our safeties, and if that means helping you, then that's what I'm going to do.
No, Dovey, there's no threat to you. If you feel even once, I don't want you doing this if you think that if you don't, you're going to get hurt. It's that is very important for me. Especially considering what happened in Annisburg. I'm dead serious.
No, I appreciate that. I genuinely do.
You're going to be looking after my people, and your hands might be the life and death for my people. I don't want there to be any ill intent. I don't want there to be any fear. It's got to be 100% willing, and you need to know. I'm telling you, I'm giving you my word here. Guarantee that you're not going to be forced or coerced into doing anything that you don't want to do, period.
Right. And I quite understand that. I'm sorry if that came off as ill intent.
You're not in danger. You didn't come here to be threatened.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted you here so I could see that you were safe and that you were okay. As absurd as that sounds.
No, I quite understand and appreciate that. I really do.
So you're willing to do what I'm asking?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Astrid, and you too?
Yes.
Any day now the ships are gonna come to take me and mine. Not to take us, but coming here to kill us.
Hmm.
But we've been on this island for a little bit and know our way around.
That's quite the advantage.
There's gonna be a certain point to which me and mine are gonna go to. And at that point, I need you guys to be waiting for us.
That is what I know how to do as a medic, is to wait on the back lines in the event of, of catastrophe.
That is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Astrid knows her way just a bit around this place. But you're very green here, aren't you?
Herself or me?
you, Astrid knows her way, but you're green around these parts.
Yes, but I'm fairly good at direction. The places where we have been today, I can likely get back there fairly easily.
Okay, now this one over here, Ceci, who's very dear to me. She's gonna be there with you guys, because she knows the place.
Hmm.
And I feel that I shouldn't reveal where that place is just yet, because if somebody does leak it, I'm gonna instinctively assume it was one of you guys. Right. And even if you ensure me that it wasn't, it's gonna be really hard not to doubt. And
That's
once
fair.
that seed of suspicion is planted, you know, bad things start happening, and I don't want any bad things to happen amongst us.
Yeah.
If somehow we make it to that place all together and intact, then you'll be helping somebody else that day. You'll be helping the folk that we put on their asses. You'll be helping the folk that we put on their backs.
Either way, I understand it that we'll be there to help regardless. Much like it is in the crossing. Whoever walks through our doors, regardless of who they are, I help no matter what. And that is an oath that I'm going to take here as well.
Now, it's not my custom to ask for people to do things without giving anything in return, but I'm going to be frank with you. Here on this island, I got nothing. If I turn out my pockets, all I got is a spare of bullets and maybe a paper clip.
That's okay.
I just pray that I'll make it through this and one day I'll be able to return the favor. That's all I can say now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Ceci will show you the place.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I pray you guys are gonna keep it between yourselves.
Absolutely.
Listen, I trust you and I trust Astrid now that I've talked to you. And I know that you have people that you trust, but I don't want you telling them because I don't know them. And this is mine and my gang's life that's at stake here.
Right.
Okay.
To me, in the way that I operate, there are lives at stake, regardless of who they are. And the fact that I will be on the back line, willing to help you and anyone else, it's very much the same as, you know, if we were back in Strawberry or
You know, you would have
Valentine.
made a good outlaw.
I've been told this many times, actually.
The fact that you stand by your oath so much.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what line of work you're in. Whether you're a carpenter, a lawman, or doing what I do, that's the most important thing out here. Your balls and your word. Your metaphorical balls. Okay?
I know what you mean.
And you guys got two big ones right now hanging, even though you can't see them. I'm very grateful to you guys for helping us here. We got our back against the wall.
It's quite happens when you're in remote locations like this and, you know, don't have many other places to run. You just have to find places to hide instead. Wait for them to come.
Listen, I have nothing else to tell you. I got nothing else to give you right now other than my thanks.
And that's appreciated and all I needed, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ceci, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes.
Sweetheart, I'm gonna ride off, okay? Figure out what time tomorrow you're gonna show them this place. You do that for me?
Yes.
I need a rest, and I need to be ready tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and every day from here on forward. You should expect me around deep in the afternoon. Few hours afternoon. 2, 3, around that time.
Right, yes.
Okay. Now tell me good night so I can go in peace. No, sweetheart. No
Good
more.
night.
Goodbye. I shouldn't do cinematic right now, man. It's not worth fucking falling and dying. I love bringing people into a heavy story like this, guys. I love bringing people into the story just like that. It's one of the funnest parts about RP is dragging new people into it. You know, into something huge, into something that's so significant and such a big beat in the crossing. Did you guys make sure to show Mugi love, guys? She's been amazing. Make sure you guys are around tomorrow on Saturday. Do not miss, guys. Do not miss, man. What's coming. Guys, the music's so good. I don't want to leave just yet, man. I'm still trying to unpack. I don't want to leave just yet, man. I'm still trying to unpack what's going on, man. What's looming. Doesn't this feel like we're getting near like the final chapter? It's got that vibe, man. It's got that final vibe chapter, man. I need to go off on like a good guitar solo or something, guys. All right, all the youngsters. I mean, the stream is officially over, but the boomers are just gonna sit with me right now and enjoy what we're about to listen to, because the greatest guitar solo is about to happen. Yo, what's up, brother? The Mythic Beast. Welcome. Thank you, Craig. Let's go, baby. Frazzy, thank you, brother, for the sub, brother. Frazzy, 7 months, man. Peculiar Stain, I don't know if I got to say thank you, guys. Thank you. What a beautiful shot, chat. Look at that. I love you all, man. I love you, chat. I love you guys. I'm blessed to have such a fucking amazing community, man. I really mean it, man. Sometimes I gotta pinch myself and just to remind myself that it's real. I feel like we're doing such amazing things here, and I'm so glad that y'all are here to be a part of it with me.